can you speak more on getting caught up in the mind-body loops? I am dealing with chronic physical issues, and I'm thinking that if I can release or reprogram my mind, my body will feel safe and healed. Thank you, Hannah. Hey, Hannah, I'm so sorry to hear about your physical issues, your chronic physical issues. I'm really sorry to hear about that. On the human level, that can be difficult to deal with. Sometimes what begins to happen on the human body, on the chakras, is when we have a disastrous situation or a difficult situation to deal with, like getting physically ill, is that the fear intensifies, that this is going to happen forever, that I'm never going to get better. All these stories, these negative stories, which are like fear-based, so they're sacral and solar plexus. And then what happens, so the fear happens. Oh, sorry, I got lost in there a second. So we have, all these negative stories that are running. So then we want to find a positive story to combat that. So then we get into non-duality, or we get into this subject, or we think if we program and release this, then it will heal us from these difficulties. And that's totally okay. It's picking up the chakra and it's making you feel better. But also just a registration of what it's doing. Just a registration that that's what the personality is doing. It's looking for hope, and hope is okay. But it's the opposite to the other story. And it picks up your chakras, and that's great, picking up the chakras, but it is the opposite to the other story. So you're trying to combat a story. And so you can also just be real with that right now I feel fear that I'll never get better. I can imagine that's really scary when you have a chronic illness. So just noticing all of that, noticing all of that happening, just allowing those different thoughts and noticing it all happening. But then also noticing that all of that stories, that right now your chronic illness, everything is appearing from this no place. Everything. And this is the most important thing. The most important thing is not being a healthy member of society that produces things for society. The most important thing is the connection to who you are. And what you are, which is this moment. And this moment is totally empty. This moment, it's all appearing from no place. It's all going to no place. It all means nothing. This moment is free. In this moment, you're not chronically ill. In this moment, you're not somebody that's been in bed for a certain period of time that may or may not get better, or needs to reprogram or not reprogram. In this moment, here you are. It's empty. And that which is experiencing this isn't a thing in time. It's not an idea, it's not a feeling, it's not awareness. You could say it's like the big consciousness, but that is empty. It's like no thing. It's not found, and yet it's everything. So just noticing what the human does, and then this openness to something so much deeper. It's totally, in a way, giving up on life, giving up on health and death and birth and getting and not getting. It's totally empty, this moment. It means nothing. It doesn't want anything. Nice, thank you, Hannah. beautiful. Apana, thank you for the last week interaction. I left with nothing to ask more, and it's a wonder for my body itself, attuning to I am, and old movies of me appearing and dissolving. Lots of love and gratitude. Thank you. Thanks, Apana. Nice.